Good morning, students. Today we will discuss coordinate geometry. Some of the second exercise question. Today we will be completing second exercise. See the question. To conduct a sports day activities in a rectangular shaped school ground ABCD, lines have been drawn with chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each. 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other along AD as shown in figure. Niharika runs 1 by 4th of the distance AD on the second line and posts a green flag. Preet runs 1 by 5th of the 1 by 5th the distance AD on 8th line and posts a red flag. What is the distance between both the flags? If Rashmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags, where should she post the flag? By seeing the figure, you will understand the concept. Here you can see for sports day activities, there is a rectangular ground. Here on AD, this is AD line on which 100 flower pots have been kept. See 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 100 flower pots are kept on AD. ABCD is the rectangular field. Now Niharika runs 1/5 of the distance AD on the second line. Niharika, N stands for Niharika. On the second line, 1/4 of the distance of AD on the second line. That means 1/4 of AD. 1/4 of AD length is 100 because 1 meter each flower pot is kept. So 100 flower pot kept means 100 meters is the distance of AD. Therefore, what is meant by 1/4 of AD? Let us see that 1/4 of AD equal to 1/4 of 100. That will become equal to 25. That's why I mark 25. So the coordinate of Niharika's point is 2, 25 I have taken. That is second line 25th meter from y-axis. So 225 is a coordinate where she has put a green flag. Now comes Preet. So second one, that is Preet runs 1/5 of the distance AD on 8th line. 1/5 of the distance on 8th line. What is meant by 1/5 of AD? That is 1 by 5 of 100. That's equal to 20. Here we will be getting by cancelling 20 we are getting. So Preet coordinate, the point, position at which Preet stands, 8, 20. On 8th line, x-axis 8 we will consider, y-axis it is 20. The question here is, Rashmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags. So the line segment joining the two flags, let it be NP. According to this, let it be NP. Here we can mark NP is the line segment exactly halfway between N and P. Is that called midpoint? NP's midpoint here we have to find out. So what is the midpoint formula? Midpoint formula, xy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So where is the position of Preet? We are going to find out. Position of Preet. Position of Preet equal to coordinate. Let us consider it as xy. If it is xy, how do we write? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the coordinate here we have to get. What is our x1, x2, y1, y2? This is x1, 2, x1, 25, y1, x2, 8, y2, 20. That is how we have to substitute. x1, 2 plus x2, 8 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2. y1 25 plus y2 20 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2. Now we have to add this to 8 plus 2, it is 10 by 2. This become 45 by 2. So what is the answer? 10 by 2 is 5, this will become 22.5 5. So the coordinate where the girl stands, position, it is 5, 22.5. 5 means fifth line and 22.5 from the other. So this is the point where the Preet is standing, and position we can write it as 5, 22.5. One more thing is asked in the question. There it is blue flag. Here you can show the blue flag by this girl. So blue flag here we are getting. So this is a position. What is the distance between both the flag? If Rashmi has to post a blue flag, so this girl is Rashmi, okay? Preet is having red one. So this is Rashmi's position. Rashmi. Okay. So Rashmi's position. Now the distance between N and P, these two girls. So here we have to find out the distance. Coordinates are also available. So how to find out the distance? We have to use distance formula for finding the distance between N and P. Distance between them, we will write distance between them equal to, use the formula square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So that's equal to square root of, here x1, y1, x2, y2. That is how we have to take. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1. This is y2 20 minus 25. 20 minus 25 whole square. So now we have to simplify this. How do we simplify? This is equal to 8 minus 2 is 6 square plus 20 minus 25 is negative 5 whole square. That is 6 6 are 36 here we have plus negative 25 negative 5 into negative 5 it is positive 25. So what is the answer? Here we are getting 11. 6 root 61, that is the answer. Root 61 meter. Here we are getting, you can keep the answer as it is. Hope you understood. In the second question we have to find out the ratio. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points negative 310 and 6 negative 8 is divided by negative 1 6. So the ratio we have to find out. Look at how the line comes. It is the first point, let the point be A negative 310 and B 6 negative 8 divided by the point, let it be P negative 1 6. This is how. So we have to find out the ratio. Ratio we know it is M1 is to M2. So this M1 by M2 can also be written as K by 1 or K is to 1. So that will be easy for solution. So let us take like that. Let the ratio be K is to 1. That means for M1 we will apply K, for M2 it is 1. So that calculation will be simpler. Now let the given points be. Here points are given to us. They haven't marked it as A or B. So we are going to introduce it. Let the given points be. Let the given points be A negative 310 and B 6 negative 8 divided by we can give the point as P negative 1 6. Now we can substitute in section formula. For finding out ratio, section formula is better. So let us have the section formula. So Pxy is equal to M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2, comma M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. As I told you children, M1 is to M2 as K is to 1. So instead of M1 we will take K, instead of M2 we will take 1. Then x1 is negative 3, x1 y1, x2 y2. This p x y. So p x y is here, p negative 1 6. That's equal to m1 is k into x2. x2 is 6. Be careful while substituting. M2 is 1, x1 is negative 3. Divide by m1 plus m2. This is k plus 1. m1 plus m2. m1 y2. k into y2 is negative 8 plus m2 1 into y1 is 10. Divided by m1 plus m2. This is how we have to do. Now, we can equate both the side, comparing both the side. This is our x negative 1. That's equal to, this is the x coordinate. X coordinate here it is 6k negative into positive minus 3 by k plus 1. And here it is y value, y coordinate 6 is equal to, this you have to compare, negative 8k plus 10 divided by k plus 1. This is how we have to do. So what do we get now? We have to cross multiply. Negative 1 into k plus 1 equal to 6k minus 3. So open negative k minus 1 equal to 6k minus 3. Let us take everything to one side. This can be taken to right side. 6k minus 3 plus k plus 1 equal to 0. Here it is 7k minus 3 plus 1 is negative 2 equal to 0. This means 7k equal to 2 and k equal to 2 by 7. Here we got the answer as k equal to 2 by 7. Similarly, by using the y coordinate also we have to find out. Here you have seen children. Here you can see 6 is equal to, that is our y coordinate we are comparing, negative 8k plus 10 divided by k plus 1. Cross multiply, 6 into k plus 1 equal to negative 8k plus 10. Become 6k plus 6 equal to negative 8k plus 10. Take everything to one side, 6k plus 8k. 10 is here and positive 6 as negative 6. Here we have 14k equal to 4 it is. Therefore, what is k is equal to 4 by 14. That's equal to 2 by 7. In this case also we got 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 is equal to our k. So from both the case we got k is equal to 2 by 7. So, find the ratio was the question. So, our ratio is k is to 1. Required ratio k is to 1. That is 2 by 7 is to 1 means 2 by 7 itself. Therefore, required ratio, better you have to write it in words. Required ratio equal to 2 is to 7. 2 by 7 by 1 means it is 2 by 7 itself. 2 is to 7. This is the required ratio. Let us see the next question, third question. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A 1 negative 5 and B negative 4 5 divided by x-axis. Here the line is having x1 y1 first point, x2 y2 second point, divided by x-axis. On x-axis we know x coordinate will be there and y coordinate will be 0. So x0 is coordinate of x-axis. Also find the coordinate of point of division. So two things we have to find out. First let us find out ratio and also point of division x0. That x value also we have to find out. So how do we start writing? Given line segment, given line joining the points A1 negative 5 and B negative 4 5 is divided by x-axis means px0. This is what here we have to write. Divided by x-axis, that is px0. So let the ratio be k is to 1. First we will find out what is the ratio. So both the questions will be will be solved by using section formula, that is Pxy. Here Pxy is Px comma 0, that's equal to m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Next is m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is how we have to, then we have to substitute Px0, that's equal to, as I told you, k is to 1 is m1 is to m2, k into x2. x2 is negative 4 plus m2 is 1 into x1 is 1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 y2, k into y2 is 5 plus m2 into y1 is negative 5 divided by m1 plus m2. Let us compare. First let us compare x value and similarly y value. So x is equal to, x coordinate, negative 4k plus 1 into 1 divided by k plus 1. Similarly, we have to take y coordinate, 0 equal to 5k negative 5, that is positive 1 into negative 5 is negative 5 divided by k plus 1. Here 0 means 0 by 1, cross multiply. So 1 into 5k minus 5 is equal to 0 into this will become 0. So what is the answer? 5k is equal to positive 5 on the other side. K is equal to 5 by 5, that's equal to 1. So we got k value. So k is to 1 is equal to 1 is to 1, that is our required ratio. That k value here we are going to substitute. By substituting in this, x is equal to negative 4 into 1, k is 1, plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So what happens? Negative 4 into 1 is negative 4 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 is 2. So negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 by 2. So this is our x value. So write the answer neatly, separately. How do we write that? We got both the answers now. What are they? So the point of division, they have asked us find the coordinates of point of division, that we have written as Px0. Therefore, point of division Px0 equal to, x here it is negative 3 by 2. So P negative 3 by 2 comma 0. Negative 3 by 2 we know it is negative 1.5. So this is one of the answers. Now other one is the ratio. Then required ratio we will write. Required ratio k is to 1 equal to 1 is to 1. So both the answers we got here now. All these are variety questions, different types of question I am discussing. This is fourth question. Here you can see if 1, 2, 4, 5, x6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of parallelogram taken in order. See, I have written it in order A, B, C, D. It should go like that. After A, B, don't write C at the other corner. So it should go continuously. Otherwise, you will be going wrong. A, B, C, D. Or here A, B, C, D. Clockwise or anti-clockwise in the proper order. In continuous order, we have to mark. We have marked it and these are the coordinates of parallelogram. We have to find out x and y. In 9th standard, we have learned properties of parallelogram. Do you remember? Diagonals. Here BD is a diagonal and AC is another diagonal. They will bisect each other. Bisecting each other. That means this point D, let us call it as ABCDE. The point is E. Point of intersection. Point of intersection of both the diagonal is E. So that point E is common for both the diagonal. Midpoint of AC is E. Whereas midpoint of DB is also E. That is how we have learned in 9th standard. Diagonals bisect each other. So, diagonals of a parallelogram, always you write the reason so that you will be scoring full mark. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect each other. So, diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. So, these are the diagonal midpoints same. What is the midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So, midpoint is, formula once you have to write, midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So, now we are using in this equation itself midpoint of AC. Here we are going to find out. For A it is x1 y1, x2 y2. So, midpoint of AC we will write x1 plus x2 by 2. See again, for AC it is x1 y1 x2 y2. x1 plus x2 1 plus x by 2, comma y1 plus y2 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 by 2. That is midpoint of AC. We completed midpoint of AC. That's equal to midpoint of BD. Here we will find out. BD. x1, y1, x2, y2. So, x1 plus x2 by 2. y1 plus y2 by 2. Here, as the midpoints are equal, we have written it equal to. Okay. So, x coordinates can be compared. 1 plus x by 2 equal to 4 plus 3 by 2. So, this is how we can compare. Now, y also can be compared. 2 plus 6 by 2 equal to y plus 5 by 2. So, by 2 can be cancelled on both the sides. It is 1 plus x is equal to 7. Here we have. Therefore, what is x is equal to 7 minus 1, that is x is equal to 6. Here in the same way 2 and 2 can be cancelled. 2 plus 6 is 8 equal to y plus 6. Let y be here 8 minus 6. What is 8 minus 6 is 2. So, here we have the answer. Find x and y was the question. X equal to 6, y is equal to 2. Important point is diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. So, you will be able to find out what are the missing coordinates. Here comes an easy question. Now, you got the idea of midpoint. So, let us see how it is. Now, see the question. Find the coordinates of A. A is xy I have taken, where AB is diameter of a circle. You can see the circle. AB is the diameter. Diameter means passing through the center. Whose center is 2, negative 3. I just marked it as P2 negative 3. And B is 1, 4. Actually, for all these questions, figure won't be there. We are drawing figure according to our imagination. So, this is AB diameter. A coordinate we have to find out. Let it be xy. And B coordinate 1, 4 given. P is the midpoint. As it is the diameter, P is the midpoint. That is the clue here, children. So, how do we start? Here, P midpoint formula we have to write first. Midpoint equal to, midpoint xy equal to, what is the formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So, midpoint of AB here we are going to find out. Midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. What is midpoint of AB here? Already it is given as P2 negative 3 equal to x1 plus x2, that is x plus 1 by 2. y1 plus y2, y plus 4 by 2. Hope you understood. This is the midpoint. We are taking midpoint equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Compare both. So x coordinate is here 2 is equal to x1 plus x plus 1 by 2, and y coordinate negative 3 is equal to y coordinate of this y plus 4 by 2. Here you can cross multiply. 4 is equal to x plus 1. So what is x is equal to 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1. What is 4 minus 1? Isn't it equal to 3? So x is equal to 3. And look at this. Cross multiply. We get negative 6 equal to y plus 4. What is y equal to? Negative 6 already there. Positive 4 as negative 4. What is the sum of this? It is negative 10. So our required answer, what is our answer? Find the coordinates of A. Therefore, coordinates of A. Coordinates of A is x is 3, y is negative 10. This is how we have to write the answer. For this question, sixth question, here also we have to apply section formula. Let us see the question we will discuss. If A and B are negative 2, negative 2 and 2, negative 4 respectively, find the coordinates of P such that AP equal to 3 by 7 AB and P lies on line segment AB. As they are given, I have drawn the figure. So we have to find the coordinates of P. Here P, X, Y, here we have to find out. How to get this point? The ratio is given here. See the ratio, how they are given. AP equal to 3 by 7 AB. That means into AB can be divided by AB here. That's equal to 3 by 7. Many of the children are making mistake in this question. Be careful. It is AP is to AB. Not as AP is to PB. Listen once more. AP is to PB we want. They have given AP is to AB. AP is to AB 3 by 7. So what is meant by that? AP by what is AB? Isn't it AP plus PB? AP plus PB, that's equal to 3 by 7. Here we have to find out what is our PB. How to find out PB value? Here AP is only 3 we know and AP plus PB equal to 7 we know, isn't it? So AP only 3 part. So AP only 3 part. So 3 part out of 3 plus PB, that only will be equal to 3 by 7. This implies, isn't it, PB equal to 4. This is how we are getting PB equal to 4. So a ratio is given as AP is to AB, that is 3 by 7. AP part is 3 part. Let it be 3x or 3y, whatever it may be. It is the ratio 3x. If this is 3x, it should be 4x. Then PB will be 4. So the ratio will be 3 is to 4 actually. So AP is to PB equal to 3 is to 4. This is the required ratio. So the ratio here we have. Now let us find out what is the point PXY. Here K is to 1 or M1 is to M2. This is our M1. M1 equal to 3. M2 equal to 4. The ratio we got. When ratio is given, we can take substitute for M1 and M2. If ratio is to be found out, we have to take it as K is to 1. That will be simple. Okay, now PXY we have to find out using our section formula. That is M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2. Second one, M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Let us substitute the values Pxy. Here we have to find out M1x2. M1 I have marked it as 3 into x2. x2 is this value 2 plus M2. M2 is 4 into x1 is this first one negative 2 divided by M1 plus M2. 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. Now comes M1y2. m1 is 3 into y2 is negative 4 plus m2 is 4 into y1 is negative 2 divided by m1 plus m2. This is how we have to take. 3 2s are 6. You simplify this. 6 negative 8 by 7. Negative 12 negative 8 minus 8 divided by 7. So what is it equal to? 6 minus 8 is negative 2 by 7, comma. Then here we have negative 12 minus 8. What is negative 12 minus 8? That is negative 20 by 7. This is how we got the point for this. So here our point is negative 2 by 7, comma, negative 20 by 7. This is the seventh question. Find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment joining A negative to 2 and B to 8 into 4 equal parts. Here I have drawn a line AB and divided it into 4 equal parts. Just using our scale. It is for you to understand easily. So here we have to find out the coordinates of these points. Which are the points C, D, E. Now one clue is already there. It is divided into 4 equal parts. Let us consider this point D. Is this point D midpoint of AB? So we can use the formula, midpoint formula, for finding out the point D. So coordinates of D, here we can find out coordinates of D. Let it be xy, that is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. At least once you have to write the formula. So coordinates of D means the extreme points. AB is midpoint. AB. A is x1, y1, x2, y2. Substitute the values now. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. 0 by 2 is 0. 2 plus 8, 10. 10 by 2 is 5. So 0, 5 is the coordinate of D. Here itself if you mark, it will be easy. 0, 5 I have marked. Now from the figure it is very simple. What is the point C? Coordinates of C, we will be getting it as midpoint of AD. So coordinates of C we will write, that is x1. Now again we don't want to write the formula. x1 plus x2 0. This is AD's midpoint. Therefore x1 y1 x2 y2. Negative 2 plus 0 by 2. y1 is 2 plus y2 5 divided by 2. So negative 2 plus 0 negative 2 by 2. That is negative 1. 2 plus 5, 7. 7 by 2. So here you can keep a 7 by 2 or 3.5. No problem. So as you like, you can keep the value. So negative 1, 3.5. Half of 7. Let us mark that point also. It is negative 1, 3.5 or 7 by 2. Now we have to find out coordinates of E. How do we get that? Coordinates of E is the midpoint of DB. Therefore again x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Substituted. 0 plus 2, 2 by 2 is 1, 5 plus 8, 13 by 2. What is 13 by 2? Isn't it 6.5? 6.5. So 1, 6.5. 1, 6.5. Better you write it in words. Therefore, the coordinates of D equal to coordinates of D is equal to 0, 5. Coordinates of C is equal to negative 1, 3.5. And coordinates of E equal to 1, 6.5. Children, this is the last question of this section, today's class. And in the next class, we will be discussing example questions of the lesson. And the last part, area, is not included. It is deleted portion. So area portion we are not learning. And this is the last question of second exercise. Next class we will be doing example questions. Just to see the 8th question, very simple. Already you have learned in 9th standard. Find the area of rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, negative 1, 4, negative 2, negative 1. Only one thing you have to be careful. Arrange in proper order. Where we started our A, move it in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. A, B, C, D. So in the proper order we have to give. So what is the area of this rhombus is the question. Area of the rhombus already you have learned. Area of rhombus formula. What is that? Area of rhombus equal to, do you remember, half D1 D2. D1 D2. D1 is the diagonal. Let it be AC. Other one is, it is equal to BD. Half into AC into BD we can write. Because we have learned only two formula from this lesson, that is distance formula and the section formula. By using section formula we cannot find out area. This is only one method. Another method is area formula that you are not going to learn this year. Anyway, therefore only one method we can use here is using distance formula. That's why I have chosen this half D1 D2, half into product of diagonal. So for this let us find out what is AC and BD separately. We will mark it as equation number 1. Let us find out what is AC now. What is AC? Distance always having formula AC equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so for A and C, A x1 y1, C x2 y2, just substitute the value AC. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. X1, y1, x2, y2. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this become negative 1 minus 3, that is negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4 whole square plus 4 minus 0 is 4 square. So what is that equal to? Isn't it square root of 4 square is 16 plus 4 square again 16. Is that equal to root 32? Or we can simplify it and write what is root 32? Isn't it 2 times root 16? 2 times 16 comes, children. 32 means 2 times 16, that is root 2 into root 16. Root 2 into root 16 is 4. That means it is 4 root 2. This value, it is double root 16 means it is 4 root 2. Here you have seen root 16 plus root 16 is root 32. 32 is 2 into 16. Separate the root 2 into root 16 is 4. So 4 root 2 is our AC. Similarly, we can find out what is BD also. How do we get BD now? So BD is equal to, BD equal to square root of, again, for BD x1 y1 x2 y2. BD x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. While substituting you have to be careful. This is equal to, it is negative 6. Same sign. Then you have to add both and give the same sign. So negative 6 whole square plus, here also same sign. So negative 6 whole square. 6 6 are 36 plus 36. Is that equal to 72? Square root of 72. How do we separate that? This we know that 2 times 36, isn't it? This is 2 times 36. What is 2 times 36? Root 2 into root 36 is 6. That means it is 6 root 2. So we got both the diagonal. Let us substitute in the formula now. What is our formula? Area of rhombus equal to half D1 D2. That is area of rhombus equal to half AC into BD. AC and BD here we have found out. Half into AC is 4 root 2 into BD is 6 root 2. So we have to simplify this. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 can be cancelled by 2. So root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 by 2, it's 1. So here we have 4 into 6. 4 into 6, 24 square units. As it is area, square units. 24 square unit. So we have completed second exercise now. Next class we'll be meeting with the example question. Hope you understood.